I'm Giselle, and I'm an autism mom. So what is autism? Autism is simply a neurological disorder, so it affects the brain. It makes it difficult for you to communicate. It also makes it difficult for you to have social interactions. Now, autism is someone who is differently able, so you may see someone with autism, but you may not know from just looking at them. It's not a physical issue, it's a neurological disorder. So you may see someone rocking back and forth, repetitive behavior. You may see them stimming, which is the movement of hands, for example. And you may wonder, what's wrong with them? I want to say to you today, April, which is the month of autism awareness, I want to inform and help you to be educated on this topic. There's nothing wrong with that person. They're simply differently able. So autism is a spectrum, meaning that if you meet one person with autism, you really met one person with autism, because everyone has a unique story that's on the spectrum. So my son Eric, who is 7 years old, has been diagnosed with autism about 3 years ago. But we saw signs from he was a baby that something was not quite the same when compared to his siblings. Was it devastating to learn that our son was autistic? Yes. Not because we didn't want to accept him for who he was, but simply because we knew that here in Belize, the resources are very, very limited for children on the spectrum. Someone with autism requires lots of therapies. Speech therapy. Some are very much nonverbal, some may have words, but may not be able to form a sentence properly. So for example, Eric can spell huge words, but cannot make a simple sentence construction and say, Mom, I'm hungry. Mom, I'm hurt. Dad, I want to play. Or Dad, I want to go outside. So the difficulty lies in communication. So speech therapy is an important foundation for children on the spectrum. It's very expensive to do speech therapy here. It's limited as well. There are not a huge number of speech therapists available in the country. Also, they would need help with behavior therapy. It's hard for them to express themselves, so it leads to aggression. It leads to them acting out. There's sensitivities to strange places, sensitivities to light, sensitivities to sound. There's some research that actually says a song that is insignificant to us sounds to them like a huge jet engine. So you may see children with autism, or even adults with autism, cover their ears because the sound is so much of a stress to them. There's sensitivities to touch, sensitivities to clothing. So helping them to adapt to our world is an important therapy as well. So occupational therapy, learning to do things and to survive within our society, is just as important for them. Occupational therapy is not available in Belize. So what do we do as parents who have children on the spectrum? We form together, we bond together, and that's where Autism Belize Let's Talk came about. Founded by Christy, who lived many years away from Belize and whose son was diagnosed at a very early age, had tremendous exposure in other countries such as Jamaica and Puerto Rico, came back to Belize and saw the need for such a group as Autism Belize Let's Talk. And this is where we as parents are trained. We learn from each other. We support each other through our difficult times. And Autism Belize is now an official NGO, which means that we're very, very serious about just not building awareness, but teaching acceptance as well. People with autism are such beautiful people. They're humans. They have feelings just like us. They can read our expressions. They can understand our tones. So our appeal to you is to be kind. It's difficult for them to have social interactions, so don't consider them weird, but accept them for who they are. That's what makes the world a unique and special place. The fact that we're all different and we can contribute to a meaningful society. So as Autism Month wraps up at the end of April, I want to appeal to everyone who's listening to this video, listening to my voice. Be kind. A kinder Belize is a much more educated Belize. Be kind, because sometimes it's difficult for them to even make eye contact with you. Learn to draw them into you. If there's any parent, anyone out there who's struggling with autism, who believes their child may have autism, don't neglect it. My advice to you, Autism Belize's advice to you, is to reach out to us as well. Talk to your pediatrician. Tell them the signs that you're seeing. As a mother, as a father, there's a parental instinct that only you would have. You know your child best. For adults who may be struggling with autism, reach out to us as well. And any differently able person who feels the need to have a community and a group, we're here for you as well. Within our group, we do have differently able, we have Down syndrome as well. It's not just about autism, it's about every special need and how we can be more inclusive in society, how we can advocate for policies that will strengthen this institution, that will also make Belize a kinder and better Belize. So we've had a really good month, a month of awareness, a month of seeing people embrace the community of special needs, wearing blue, lighting up their homes blue, lighting up their buildings blue. And we are so grateful for all who have supported us. And we say a big, big thank you. There's so much more work to be done. And we ask that you support as much as you can. And most of all, be kind. Thank you also to the Leo Bradley Library in Port Loyola for inviting me to speak on this. Thank you for doing your part in bringing awareness.